EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
White 25! Black spot 4. Check, check! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Recon, 132 fighter! Check, check, check! Check, 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 check! Check, check, check!
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. How about the two Bosa brothers, by the way? Both defensive players of the week in Week 8 for their respective conferences. Joey had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss in a win over the Bears. Nick had 3 sacks and a pick in a win over Carolina.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check 24. Check 52. Watch the safety creep. Watch twist. Watch twist. 25 tonight.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 5 now. Ryan. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now. It's Freeman. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. That good for 22 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
59, ready. So we got man. Check safety. Check your hot read.
Smith trying to run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, alert. 6-6, pull it high. No. Check 31. 11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Back.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Watch the shift.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here we go. Ready. Back 25. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready. 25. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 40.